Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Icon Swaps Vidic to review today. So we're going to try to get Vidic today and Shuker, and then we're going to see what we can do for the rest of the cards, okay guys? But for today's video, we're going to be checking out Vidic. We're looking at a card that is 6'3" with medium-high work rates, 2-star skill moves with a 2-star weak foot. It's my boy Tony's account who's making a Manchester United-oriented squad. He had this Vidic actually in his team before, so the Icon Swaps is perfect for him because all he had to do is get the swaps to get this card in his team and save like 400, 500k on the card, which is dope. I think it's 391k right now. Yeah, on the market it's actually 391k. But for this Vidic card, guys, player traits. He has dives into tackles. He has the power header trait. Some cool stuff there. He's got 75 acceleration with 89 sprint speed. It would be nice if the acceleration was an extra 4 or something, but 85 acceleration with 89 sprint speed is perfectly fine. You just kind of have to play defense a little bit differently if you're going to use this card in your team, right? So if you play like a 3 depth or a 4 depth, not as big of a deal, right? But we're going to see what he's like chasing after players, because that's obviously going to be very important, because with the pace, when it comes to defending, it's a combination of the pace stats that you have and the aggression that you have. But this card does have the 90 aggression with good base card stats for defense. So we're going to be checking that out. He has no shooting stats, right? He has no passing stats. Dribbling on the card, I do think is going to be a little bit rough, and we're going to be checking it out, obviously. But he has 47 dribbling on the ball. Ball control at 65. But transitioning left and right wise, with the agility at 70, 74 balance, and 81 reactions, hopefully those things should be good enough for him to perform well in game. Now, the important thing with a card like this is that his base card stats for physical is the way that it is at 85 strength, 86 stamina, at 90 aggression, right? So all of that's very good. He even has the 91 jumping just in case someone wants to actually cross in the ball, right? Defending on the card, he has great base card stats there as well. He's got 84 interceptions, 88 heading accuracy with 86 defensive awareness, standing tackles at 87, and then sliding tackles at 86 with 84 composure. So again, the big thing that I'm looking at this card is obviously the acceleration part, right? But it could still be perfectly fine in game. But we are going to have to try him out with sort of aggressive oriented defense, right? So this team, not necessarily relevant. We may attack from time to time. Not really sure if we are. We're going to see what's up with that, right? But for the sake of the review, since it's a center back review, we're going to mostly do defending in game. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and copy this team, even though he probably doesn't even want me to. Actually, we'll just use this team because he's maxed out right now. We'll go into the tactics right here. We'll be using the 3-5-2. He does have a 3-5-2, which is good. And he's using my 3-5-2 that we've been using. Cool, cool, cool. He has been using the same one. Cool. The only thing I'm going to do actually here is press after possession loss with higher depth, just so we can test out Vidic's defensive tactics, and we'll put players in the box like crazy up so that we can get counterattacked all the time, essentially. So, you know, we'll attack a little bit maybe, right? We'll attack a little bit. We'll see what's up. We're going to have Vidic playing in the middle. Roberto Carlos, David Beckham, with Zidane. David Beckham on the sides with a Hunter? Yeah, we can make that work. We could definitely make that work. 3-5-2 as well. I'll probably put Neymar there, actually. Was Zidane playing cam? Nah, we'll put David Beckham up top in the cam position. Be sure to check out the review if you guys haven't already, by the way, as we definitely have that on the YouTube channel. But yeah, let's get into a game, see how Vidic plays. Hopefully he is worth getting as an icon swap. Okay, so we'll switch to our ultra defensive tactics. We'll see what's up. Just going to go ahead and select him right here, actually. Move left and right. Put pressure on him. He's a pretty big guy in game, actually. His body type is pretty decent. Switch them again. Nice little tackle right there. Beautiful stuff. Possession-based as well, which is great. There we go. Overcommitting some players in certain positions here. So you can actually see right here that he rotated with Rio Ferdinand in that situation, where Rio Ferdinand started to go into the middle. So Vidic actually moved to the side position. So that was pretty decent there. Might actually get a cross here to Cristiano Ronaldo. And we score? Oh, we don't score that opportunity. want to overcommit Vidic there in that area because I want to see how fast he gets back into position. And you guys can see right there, that slide tackle that I actually did, he ran back super quickly, man. Like, this guy was going full sprint. Like, I think he ran quickly. He ran quicker than I would if I was actually controlling him in that situation. That's actually very interesting. Round 2. And we don't get that one either. Come on, Vidic. Get that. Oh, you know what? That wasn't bad, actually. It was a good try. I'm going to overcommit here upwards. See what he's like coming back in the position. I'm going to use this guy right here. Switch to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Look at how fast Vidic gets back into position. That's actually solid, man. He might actually score here. He doesn't. Van der Sar the Beast. Yeah, man. I like that a lot with this card, man. If you overcommit him, he moves back into the defensive position really quickly. That's actually awesome, man. Maybe the acceleration and sprint speed isn't a bad thing, because if I overcommit him and he runs back like that, you know what? Not bad. Just want to overcommit some players here, see what Vidic would do. Block in the middle area. We'll commit into this guy right here. Good pressure, actually. That was great. He didn't actually tackle the guy. He just puts pressure on him from the tackle. So the guy lost possession of the ball because of that, which was dope. You know what, guys? He's not a bad center back card at all. I thought he would be kind of worse, to be honest. And, you know, he doesn't really feel that bad. Let's see if we can score a nice little cheeky goal here in Neymar. Oh, doesn't register the dribble downwards, but we move. Yeah, so we put team press on in that situation, but Vidic was definitely holding that middle position well. There you go, some team press on him. Transition into the play here to see what's up. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, guys, you know what? He doesn't feel as emphasized as I thought he would, man. His dribbling on the ball is rough, but his defending to move left and right is actually pretty solid. It's good that his acceleration is not similar to Casemiro. If his acceleration was similar to him, then it would be a big problem, but it's good that it isn't, though. We're going to control him here now. Little control. Nice. Good interception. See, the dribbling right there? That's where it's rough. It's that moment right there, which is obvious. His on-the-ball movement was always going to be rough, but it's his movement off the ball when I'm controlling him to kind of like defend those areas. It's pretty solid. It's not bad at all. Round 3. Oh, and we missed that one too. See what his marking here is without me doing second man press, right? So nothing here. Marks that guy the entire time, but sticks to the middle position really well. That guy's going to make a pass right there. He's going to score that opportunity. Van der Sar actually makes a save. Nice. Well done. He's definitely a smart center back. The fact that his defensive stats for base card stats are good is very important because giving him the shadow chemistry style will only improve his general capabilities in game, obviously. Try to block this area right here. This guy's gonna make that pass upwards. I'm not even like too bothered with the initial acceleration. Like, obviously for full meta it's not gonna be great, but I'm not like completely bothered by it. Like with Casemiro, it felt a little bit off sometimes. See what he's like under pressure here. A little bit of acceleration touch. When the player gets close to you, just press R trigger really quickly to kind of like push the ball a certain way. That's what you kind of have to do when you have to compensate for players that don't have crazy dribbling on the ball. You usually do that a lot with the center backs in your team. Let's overcommit some players to give him that space. There we go. Let's run back with Vidic. I'm telling you guys, it's really not that bad. He's not an agile runner, but he's not a sluggish runner either, if that makes any sense. Like, he's very close to an in-between between the two. If I were to get this card as like my guaranteed baby card, I wouldn't really mind. Like, again, he's not full meta. He's not as good as someone like Koundé's card. Like, Koundé, especially with that upgrade, is amazing, right? But I mean, he's still pretty good, man. You know what compensates a lot for this card? It's the body type that he has, right? And really good initial defensive stats, for sure. And he still gets it back? Wow. That tackle that he made right there was actually really strange. He kind of like went over the ball, but you know, those animations will be 50-50 sometimes, right? But hey, man, he didn't get the initial tackle, but he was able to compensate well enough for it. My eyes just gouged out of my face right there, for sure. We'll overcommit here a little bit with the offside trap. Transition with him here, just see what he's like. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You see how it's not, like, super heavy? Look at that. So it's fine, man. You can work with that body type and height that he has. That's the compensator right there when you have dribbling stats like this. Oh, let's go, Vidic, my boy. Great little tackle right there. I want to be super aggressive here. There we go. I want to chase after someone here. There we go. Nicely done. Take that opportunity there with Vidic. Like I said, you could tell he's not an agile runner, but he can still catch up to those guys if given the opportunity to. That's why you have to play your defensive tactics a little bit lower, obviously, because if he doesn't have to catch up to someone that much, he'll still be a good center back. All right, guys, so final verdict on the 85 Icon Swaps Vidic card. He's actually better than I thought he would be, which is good. His 85 acceleration with 89 sprint speed is actually not that bad. For me personally, you definitely notice the dribbling stats of the card when he's on the ball, but when he's off the ball, you notice the agility and balance a little bit because the acceleration and sprint speed doesn't compensate enough for it for the full meta concept, right? But for a card that you want to use for fun, that's not too sluggish oriented and it can actually defend for you really well in certain situations, this card's actually pretty solid. So if you guys end up choosing him for sentimental value and you don't really care necessarily for the meta, he's still a really good card to use, right? He's not full meta like someone like Koundé or Varane, obviously, but he's still a good center back regardless, right? So the shadow chemistry style on him definitely works out really nicely. At least I can select him and accelerate into the play quickly. With Casemiro, I felt like I was lacking in that part of the card a little bit. But with this card, it actually felt like I can go into the play, which is very, very important. I feel like the agility and balance, as well as body type and height, definitely helped out with that as well. So yeah, if you guys choose them, you won't regret it. You'll only regret it if you look at it from a meta perspective, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the review. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.